Ladies and gentlemen and in-betweeners, danger, fire the disco! I am your host, Alexander Rodriguez, for On the Rocks radio show, where celebrities and cocktails mix tonight. Celebs from the entrepreneurial world unite, with Netflix's Hey Queen TV personality, model, musician, and author Eddie Danger is here, with fashion maven and socialite Kayla Methven, and Lucky Soul CEO and founder Vinnie Merrill is here, and me, your favorite host, with the deepest voice. So raise a glass and let the drinks begin.
Thank you for being.
Life is a banquet, and most poor suckers are starving to death.
I'd like to propose a toast.
This is On the Rocks with Alexander, coming at you live, where I drink with your favorite celebrities as we talk about fashion, entertainment, pop culture, reality TV, and, well, that's about it. So pop a cork, lean back, and raise a glass to On the Rocks.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Lord knows it's going to be a bumpy night. Buttons and bows and pantyhose. This is On the Rocks, the place where we're too glam to give a damn. So my friend posted on Instagram, and I wanted to share a funny thing, because whenever I text my friends and I'm going out for like drinks or whatever, you always get that one text from somebody from the group chat saying, "Oh, I'd love to go, but I'm broke." A, they spent too much money at happy hour the day before. B, they spent too much money boosting their Instagram post. And C, they're trying to get you to say, "Oh, I got you, boo, come on out." Boo, I don't got you, pay for yourself. But here's what my friend posted, it's so funny. It's, I'm broke, but not like poor broke. I'm classy type of broke. I'm broke-a.
Huh. Maybe they should have called me.
Did you hear that response?
Maybe they should have called the KFCRS.
Yes.
I would have taken care of it.
No. Okay, this is our rapid fire emergency. We have our first rapid fire. What is the most ridiculous thing that you've spent money on? Eddie, you go first.
Some underwear from France when I was like pretty young.
Good job.
Yes, I decided
She's
I was
left de toi, chérie.
I no clue what that means.
Oh,
You know what?
that's what I can say in French.
I was gonna go full bore on like having some like I was like named some top stripper in the city, so I was like I'm gonna show up
congratulations.
looking like a fucking like a diva as a stripper though.
It's $10 per F word, just so you know, Eddie Danger.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so either way, so I was. Here we go.
I need your debit card.
So either way, yeah, they were like it was like a glam metal moment with like some leopard print. I think it was like $200 for the like $250 maybe for the pair of underwear. Very stupid.
Well, but your fans will pay $500 for your used underwear, so it works. It's still a profit.
Yes, it's in the archives now, so it's like it's my own sort of relic. I haven't decided to.
It's in the Smithsonian.
Yes.
Some weird fan named Smithsonian.
Porn fucking Stripsonium. Yeah. Stripsonium.
Kayla, now I know you lead a very extravagant life. What is the most ridiculous thing that you have spent your money on?
Oh, God. I would have to say probably hotels. Room service, parties, traveling.
Yeah,
probably that. I think probably at the Atlantis Hotel, I stayed in that suite where, the two buildings connect.
Yeah.
I think I spent around $30,000 that night.
Oh, that's nothing, Kayla.
$30,000 for
Yeah.
that night.
For one night? I mean, see, that's crazy. But you'd stay at these hotels because you want luxury, and then you invite your friends over, and then, like, I always call room service when I'm, like, plastered, and I'm like, bring it on,
I know, but the worst part was that it was just a layover.
I want you to write, like,
So
a
it
whole book
wasn't
just
even-
based on your, like,
It wasn't even a vacation. I was just waiting for the next flight the next morning.
boom, boom, 30,000, boom, boom.
Oh my god.
Vinny, what is the most extravagant thing you've spent on?
Extravagant? Shit.
Or, like, the strangest thing that you spend a lot of money on?
I would have to say, probably about a week ago, I was at my friend's dispensary, and he was introducing me to some new marijuana that he had. And the funny thing is, I thought he was gonna give it to me free, but when we went to the checkout, he was like, "All right, it's gonna be $200," and I was like, "What?" So, end up trying it. It was the worst weed I've ever tried in my life. It did absolutely nothing.
I would have said no.
And
I
it was
literally would have
only
just
a
said
little
no.
nugget.
Nudging. Yeah.
$200 for a nugget? That better be a chicken nugget if I'm going to spend $200 on any nugget.
Yeah,
Golden
so
strand.
he had something coming back to him.
But this is a weird thing.
Oh, wow.
Venmo.
No free water for him. But this is a weird thing in Hollywood. People invite you places, and you never know what the protocol is, because I get invited, and some people know when they invite you to like a formal event,
Right.
the bill's on them, or should be.
It's when I always invite like my friends, the bill's on me.
Oh, girl. I thought there was a ghost in here because there are ghosts in here. See, but I don't also want to be that
Maybe-
person that just assumes that when you hang out with somebody that it's going to be paid for. And I don't care whether it's paid for or not, but just let me know so I know what to be prepared for.
Wouldn't that be nice? I was just in Aruba and I like racked up a bill that was like $80, but I was in like
Oh, that's a
gay.
huge bill, babe.
Okay. Well, I was like,
It was in Aruba. Like he bought like a servant for 10 days.
I just assume that things like when I go into a place, if they don't take a fucking card first and start up a tab, that's protocol. I mean, that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess they're taking care. Somebody's taking care of this because nobody took a card, and so I walked out of the club and I was completely fucking hammered at that point. And so the guy chases me out, and he's like, I felt like such a fucking douche.
For
He was
$80?
like, oh, come on. I mean,
Really?
these people are like, I mean, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, it's a different environment,
Yeah.
but you know,
It's a lot of money.
I
for-
think you need to travel with me more.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah, you
now,
gotta take
your
her up
guys'
on that
Instagram
offer. You
would
gotta take her up on
explode,
that
by
offer.
the way.
I mean, like,
She'd have you in a
Cheers
couture
to that.
lingerie.
I
Yes.
gotta tell you.
Let's travel right into it, right?
There's like
shall
a web
we?
series happening.
Thank you.
And Vinny in the back, he's like, here's some water.
All
was
right.
over
Well,
here-
either
I'm over here
way,
chilling.
so I got chased out for a fucking $80 thing because I thought it was
P.S.
taken
You
care
already owe
of.
me $60 right now for all your efforts, by the way. I'm just letting you know. I'm just teasing.
Forget.
Do you have to beep every
No,
time?
we're live, girl. There's no beeping here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Boop, boop.
Oh.
No, but
You got a porn guy in your studio. I'm
That is
sorry.
true.
But
that is true.
how do we communicate? I'm trying. Okay.
Like Nell. Nell in the forest. No, but you and I do a lot of LGBT events.
Absolutely.
And it should always be, because, you know, we always get the call, hey, it's a nonprofit, come help out.
Right.
Or for exposure, pay my rent and exposure. But there's, fine, if I'm going to lower my appearance fee or help
Take
an
care of
organization,
me, you know?
all I need is to be liquored up for the night and I'll be
Just
happy.
Be
And then,
happy.
yeah,
and
that
give me a
happens
place
to
to
me too.
sleep that's safe, you know? But
Oh,
either
wow.
way, yeah.
Oh, wow. He needs a place to sleep as well.
Well, when you were traveling out of town, you know, it's
Absolutely.
like they
I'm
should
always on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are. You're a gypsy. Anyway, these are the type of rapid fire questions we're gonna have all throughout the show. And thank you.
I'm so sorry. Have you seen any of his videos?
I have not.
Oh, okay. We got to check that out.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
definitely
will.
have to check.
Oh, I
that
think
out.
it's like my radio show. You haven't checked out my radio show? I'm like, oh, duh, his videos.
No, we know
I gotta
we
get
know
caught up.
your show.
Girl, he's got stuff for everybody.
You really don't need to see any of
No,
that.
he's very talented.
Okay.
I'm going.
He's
In that
so
case, I'm gonna take your
talented.
word for
And no
it.
matter what team you're on, he's got something for you.
I have something.
And on a good note, thank you to our sober listeners for tuning in. We love you. Thank you for holding our hair back, driving us home. Drunk texting is literally the only sport I'm good at, for which I have won awards. If you consider community service an award. I have
Aw,
many.
baby, you did. You had a
We
community
should do
service.
community service together.
Yes.
How awesome would that be? Like, I'm not going to do that. Hello to our listeners around the nation on iHeartRadio, United Broadcasting Network, Player FM, Satchel, TuneIn, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Now I'm happy to announce that we are on Roku. And of course, we are on Facebook Live right now on Trendy Now in San Diego, True FM in Ohio, and on the West Coast on GED Magazine. Hello, GED Magazine. And
Hey.
nationally on Queer 40. Check out my movie news on Queer 40. This week I talk about the Avengers craze. Everybody's seen it by now.
No. I haven't seen it. Don't ruin nothing yet.
Wait, Vinny, but
my
here's the
God.
official word from the Avengers creative team. 2 weeks is the limit, and then you can share spoilers.
We ain't there yet.
You said Now Trending app, and they have the Who Invited Her. That's based out of San Diego. I love those guys.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Now Trending App is such a great app. They
Yeah.
stream our show. They stream the video from our show for free.
Absolutely.
And great. We love Now Trending.
They're
Yes.
family to me.
Yes.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, they hired me to come do New Year's Eve. I don't think they're going to hire me again.
Well, I mean,
That was one of the events where like, drink all you want. This was at 9 p.m. and I had to call in New Year's Eve.
you go home in a wheelbarrow at that point.
Or an ambulance. True story. I'm like, boop, boop. Ambulance men are so cute. Anyway, but the Avengers, everybody's going crazy. A Southern Korean pilot was thrown into jail because he left his post to go watch the film. Also, at Domino's, a worker was arrested for beating up his coworker because the coworker was talking about spoilers. Like, this is serious.
Yeah.
I have a spoiler for y'all. Chris Hemsworth is chubby for the whole film. Hated it. Check out my movie
Can
news
I
at
say
queer40.com.
something?
Yeah.
I've never seen one Avengers.
You haven't missed. Oh, sorry, Kurt. Kurt, our engineer, is very into it. He bought his
I haven't
ticket like at
seen
6
one single
a.m.
Avengers.
It's,
I think Deadpool. I've seen.
Deadpool's good.
I've seen
It's
maybe a
alright.
few.
I don't know.
I saw
It was
Aquaman
Oh, Aquaman, terrible.
just because he's good looking. You know,
yeah,
I'm
but
a
his
big
acting
fan.
ruined it for me.
Well, not the rest of it.
Well,
The script was really rough.
It was
I
awful.
don't think it was really the fact that they couldn't act. It was the fact that what they were saying was awful.
that's
Well,
true.
honey, they're underwater.
She has a point. Yeah.
I just love that Nicole Kidman comes out at the end in this huge ball gown. Oh, thank you for the water noises. Nicole Kidman comes in. I'm not ruining everything. She comes out at the end with a beautiful ball gown. I'm like, were you changing while everybody was fighting the big war? Because that's exactly what happened. And she's like, here I am.
I'm just
Oh.
finally happy Nicole Kidman got a part as a Marvel.
I
I mean, it's been so many years.
I'm mixed on this. I'm mixed of all the
Really?
A-listers all of a sudden. Kate Blanchett was in the last one.
Right.
Nicole Kidman, Julia Roberts is joining the whole franchise.
Right. Maybe this is what we have to do now. We have to put on suits and paint our faces.
That's
and,
where
you know,
Hollywood's going.
This is where
You're not
Hollywood's
anybody.
going.
Yeah.
So
I don't agree with that.
Do I have to stop my Botox then? I mean, at this point, since I'm wearing a mask the whole time.
Girl, you would be an amazing Avenger. Like, you'd be sexy Avenger. Like, your superhero would just
I mean,
to be
Madam
sexy.
Method Avenger.
Yeah.
It would just be me in a whip in my
You already
lingerie.
have like the name. You already have the name.
Yeah, you got a good name. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
I love
Thank
it.
you, baby.
The
Thank
show
you.
is brought to you in media partnership with Here TV. Here TV reaches millions of viewers each month and has produced Academy Award-winning films and Emmy-nominated award shows. On the Rocks now appears on Amazon Prime, HereTV.com, and Here TV app for free. Whoop whoop. Our website has been updated on therocksradioshow.com. Everything you ever want to know, see for free, listen to our shows for free on therocksradioshow.com. Mama Rose is in the chat room at ubngo.com and Facebook. Ask her your question. She will ask me if it's burning question.
Are we burning?
There's
Facebook, come
You've been
on.
on set this week, Eddie.
I need a
Is there anything
question.
Burning?
No, we get tested. Thank
No,
you.
I know. In fact, we had Wesley Woods on the show last week, and if you're going to date anybody and have a one-night stand with anybody, do it with a porn star. They have to get tested. They have to take such good care of themselves.
Yeah, it's like it's bi-weekly.
Wait,
at this point.
wasn't I with him in yoga?
Oh, yes, you were.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh, he's so
a
funny.
sweetheart. I
Yes.
love him.
Yeah.
He really showed me some positions.
Well, girl, he knows all the positions.
Are you as good as him?
Excuse me?
Are you as good as him?
I don't know.
They're
if, like,
so
the-
different.
I
Very,
do-
very
I do a
different styles.
I always do a different
We'll
act.
check that out later because we have no clue.
We gonna check that out.
We don't know. I haven't checked it out. So
Well, I think you'll enjoy Eddie's films maybe
I-
more than Wesley. Wesley is just now dipping his toe
Okay.
into the whole bi straight porn.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but
there you go.
you guys have such a different energy from my research.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I like to kind of like spread it out. I've got a lot going on. So it's kind of like I don't know what sort of scene I'm going to do.
Yeah.
It's a gay, straight. I don't fucking really care as long as they're paying and the co-star is attractive,
Okay. I
The
just
co-star
need, I
thing
just
would be
need,
hard for me,
I
'cause-
just need something that would, make an heiress happy.
Yes. There's a video here. Well, okay. Anyway.
Something with money dripping in gold.
Yes.
Maybe a bucket of
diamonds.
chicken.
See,
Who
there's gonna be
knows?
Like the whole
Bucket of
KFC.
chicken?
Yes.
Why not?
There's plenty of chicken in gay porn, and that's a term. Not into the chicken. Hello to our engineer, Kurt. Kurt, do you have a pun?
I always have a pun. For
Okay,
you.
Kurt, you're so punny. You have to give straight people their time in media as well.
I have an easy one for you today.
Okay.
What is a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
No, they always love the C.
Oh, I think you know R. I'm sorry.
hurt.
Did you see
That was
Kayla?
painful, yeah.
She is so good at being a polite socialite. She knows, yes, polite laugh, and then like inside dying because
Right.
Kurt, that was pretty bad. No, Kurt, do not give yourself a drum roll. Oh, poor Kurt. We have to
Oh
give
my
his
God.
time. And you know what? Our viewers love his puns. And they seem to be getting
No,
worse
they're really
and
funny.
worse.
I liked it. It was okay.
Like us on Twitter and Instagram at On The Rocks On Air, Facebook On The Rocks Radio Show. Send me an email, book me for a wedding, funeral, quinceañera, bris. I don't care, I'll be there. Info at ontherocksradioshow.com. Real fast before we dive into our show, SoCal must-sees, go see The Secret Garden, a limited 3-week run of 3D Theatrical's latest production at Cerritos Center for the Performing Arts. I was there opening night. It's playing May 3rd through the 19th. Beautiful musical. They did such a great job. I saw the original on Broadway. Go to 3dtheatricals.org. Get your tickets now. And a beautiful space as well. Girl.
I'm so sorry. Is that in Pasadena?
It's in Cerritos.
Cerritos.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful theater space. It's on my Instagram, and it was amazing. Kurt, what is our call-in number, by the way? Okay, Kurt's going to grab in our call-in number. We have a
Would
request.
like to take some calls. That's
We hardly ever do because people get so scared.
sounds like fun though.
Especially with me as the host, because like if they're not good, then we make fun of them anyway. Please call in.
Right.
Also, thank you to I Like Scary Movie Experience, and since you guys are in LA and you leave on the 9th. What day is that?
Fucking, I don't know.
Thursday,
I'm doing
I
it.
think.
I'm flying out to Salem, Oregon at the point. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Exactly.
That actually excites me.
Are we making a witch movie?
That's in Boston. Or
Oh,
no, in like in
okay.
that area. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting that mixed up too.
Massachusetts.
Salem, yeah.
Sorry.
Go to I Like Scary Movie Experience. It's an Instagrammer and art exhibit dream. You should get a private. Session to walk through. I'm playing a few pictures right now. They recreate your favorite sets from horror films. No one jumps out. It's really an art piece. It's The Shining, Beetlejuice, It, Lost Boys, Nightmare on Elm Street. And I mean, they have these sets recreated every detail. Here's the waiting room from Beetlejuice, as you can see. It is such a beautiful experience, and the staff literally is on hand to take selfies of you. Go to ilikescarymoviesexperience.com. It's here for 6 more weeks. You have to go. If you're not,
It's so cool. Like that Beetlejuice, the setup, the photos that I've seen have been next level.
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's so cute. If you're a fan of the movie,
Yeah.
it's like you want that photo op, you know?
Well, and I'm going to share next week pics from the sets of It, and I mean, it's unbelievable.
It has a musical.
It.
What is it? It?
Oh,
You were talking. I thought you were saying the clown thing had its own musical.
No.
Okay. Right.
The call-in number, by the way, is 323-843-2826. Again, that's 323-843-2826. When you call in, speak up. Okay.
Can someone call in? I'm getting really bored.
No, you're not, girl. Okay, real fast. On the Rock's upcoming appearances, Saturday, May 18th from 11 to 4 p.m. West Hollywood Park. I will serve as MC for Vanderpump Dogs World Dog Day with all the Bravo celebrities you can throw a stick at. And we're filming for Vanderpump Rules. Go to vanderpumpdogs.org for more info. Also, I will be your MC Out at the Fair at San Diego County Fair, June 1st, starting at 5 p.m. on the main stage with comic Jim Gaffigan. It's always a day that's super, super fun. And they sent me, their mascot is the dabbing unicorn. I don't know if you guys can see it. So
That's
sexy.
cute,
So
yeah.
Oh, I need an Eddie Danger pin, by the way.
I have some in my bag.
Can I please have one?
Yeah, sure.
And you're gonna pass them out.
Absolutely.
Anyway, go to outatthefair.com for more info. All right, let me introduce our panel for tonight. We are talking about celebrities in the entrepreneurial world who brand themselves. We couldn't get 3 more different entrepreneurs in one room if we tried. You guys are so different. And Brett, we're gonna talk about how running your own business. Oh, we do have a call.
Oh, damn.
Yay, my wish came true. You see, I'm a magical unicorn.
Hello. You're on the Rocks radio show.
Hello. Hi. Yes. My name is Sean Chavez. I'm from Modesto, California.
Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Hi. I just want to say I love On the Rocks.
Oh, thank
I
you.
always look forward to watching your show.
That's so sweet.
And yes, I want to also I have 2 questions. If one for you and one for Eddie Danger.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, for my first question for you, what is there a guest or celebrity that you hope that hasn't been on your show yet appears?
Oh, Jessica Lange. In 2 seconds, I don't even think about it. Jessica Lange. Jessica Lange, Jessica Lange, Jessica Lange.
Oh, okay, definitely. Yes, we definitely got to see that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then my second, then my second question is for Eddie Danger.
Yes. I'm here. Hello.
Okay.
Fire in the disco. Fire in the Taco
Hi,
Bell.
I just want to say I'm also a big fan of you, Eddie Danger, since you've been on Hakeling. You're my
Aw.
favorite go-go dancer
Thank
out
you.
of everyone.
Oh,
Appreciate
that's so
I just had to
sweet.
say that.
Yeah, we just filmed some really fun stuff today, so that's coming out.
With a big guest, by the way, which I
Oh,
cannot say.
It's huge. It's gonna be major. It's a moment. I left
Yes,
my
definitely.
outfit at the studio. I'm all mad about that. I'm trying to get one of the producers to.
Johnny should send it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have somebody throw it on the balcony of where I'm staying. Yeah, and hope that I can maybe like figure it out. So anyway, how you doing?
Great, I'm doing great. I just want to say, since you're not going to be on Hakeling, after your last episode, is there any other upcoming projects that we can look forward to from you?
Well, it gets to be a lot to fly out to Los Angeles to do these gigs, and I don't really know if I'm gonna be on future episodes. It's really up in the air. Like if they say that they have like an interesting guest coming up, and it's something that I could really put together and make a moment, I would love to be like flying back out here and doing this. But it's kind of I need to bang out a lot of episodes while I'm out here, because if I like. This works, but like if you've noticed in the past, like I've done like a holiday show or like a summer show or something. It's not really in the regular seasons, So I don't know. It's kind of a situation to fly from Washington D.C. out here. So I'm hoping to come back and do an episode, but it has to be something that I can make more of a moment. Also, we're on like Out TV.
Out TV in Canada, Netflix just released.
Canada Air and all that.
The episodes are streaming out of control. It's getting
great.
so many clicks.
And I'm really loving it. But the thing is, like with Go-Go Dancing, it shifted into a way that like I don't know if they're a little scared of having go-go dancers on, because if you've noticed recently they've had a fuck ton of like 3 guys on it all at once, and like they monetize on YouTube, so you can't be doing that. It looks
I noticed that.
You're right. It looks pornographic if you have like 17 guys like humping all over a drag queen, you know. So I'm thinking I'm thinking that like maybe in the future it would be more of a situation like the one we did right like today was fucking amazing, and it would be more of that, like more I do shtick, you know. Like I'm feeding chicken to Stacey Lane Matthews, you know. Like I need to know exactly.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was real wacky, but
maybe you should be feeding meal prep.
Maybe I should just be feeding you chicken right now.
Oh God, I would love it. I'm on a diet.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you so much for calling in. We love Eddie Danger so much.
You.
We're going to talk more about his career, how he got started, and what's up ahead for Eddie Danger. So stay tuned. Also from the chat room, thank you. Bye from Modesto. Jennifer Salinas loves your pun, Kurt.
It was great.
We only got one comment for that. And Bobby Trendy is in the chat room, by the way.
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
I saw him last night.
Well, you probably left something at his house, too. Get some penicillin, Bobby. Just kidding. All right, let me formally introduce our panel for today. Eddie Danger. You've seen Eddie Danger on Netflix's Hey Queen. You've seen him on The Howard Stern Show. You've seen him make appearances around the nation at literally every single club. You've drooled over his Too Hot for TV Instagram. You probably have watched his adult films a few times, no matter what team you swing for. Beyond his on-screen persona, he is an author and musician. While studying abroad in Mexico, Eddie conceived his first poetry collection, Crimson and Caramel, followed up by The Maniac in the Coffee Shop, which is a narrative of his travels, available on Amazon, by the way. He has been a musician from middle school, having played in a Metallica tribute band in middle school, and most recently with Black Clover, an experimental rock band with a number of incarnations and recordings. As a young entrepreneur, he has effectively marketed himself as a modern media man. Please welcome Eddie Danger.
You hit him with the deep voice.
Thank you for the applause.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Huge studio here.
Yes.
Kayla Methven, entrepreneur Kayla, might be a KFC heiress. Her family owned Rainbow Chicken Unlimited, a South African company that one time supplied 90% of KFC's chicken. But socialite Kayla is a success in her own right. She now runs 2 high-end lingerie brands, Madame Methven and Lactodectus. Her interest in haute couture was inspired in Paris at the age of 16 while interning at a Paris fashion show held at the Trocadero. She trained at the Art of Design from the Distinguished Fashion Institute Esmond, went on to earn a master's degree from the International Fashion Academy Paris, completed advanced training at Polymodo in Florence. She has won International Designer, Haute Couture, and Lingerie twice. She was also awarded the Most Dynamic Woman of the Year by Angelino magazine, and was also featured on the cover of South Africa Maxim. I used to read Maxim, by the way. I have boxes of Maxim in my day.
I won 5 awards.
Okay, fine.
And I have an MBA.
Well, we're not
And
done
a
yet, girl.
master's.
She also won International Design Award in Pret-a-Porter for lingerie twice. So that added to that. That makes it 5. Okay, girl.
There you go.
She empowers women through fashion, and her Instagram reads like a Hollywood dream. She has dressed celebs including Demi Lovato, the Kardashians, Catherine McPhee, the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please welcome Kayla Methven.
Thank you.
Masters.
Catherine McPhee. How about that?
She needed a little sprucing up.
Did you have a video with her too?
No, I never fucked Catherine McPhee.
Oh, okay.
But I would.
Her career did. Anyway, just kidding. I love Catherine. That was just a joke. Please, no hate email. Vinnie Merrill is CEO and founder of Lucky Soul. Lucky Soul CBD is a healthy living brand dedicated to making premium hemp products that are good for your mind, body, and soul. Every product purchase helps grant wishes for children in need and supports the fight against cancer. And when I say every product, I do mean every product, from clothing to candles to skincare to sports body care to pet care to water, which he brought, which we're going to talk about. You are covered. You have seen Lucky Soul at every major celeb event, including the Oscars gifting suite, where we met. I was at home empty-handed.
Oh no.
That's not my fault.
No, I'm just teasing. Jen Salinas told me to say that. Lucky soul is defined by 3 souls: the rebel soul, the spiritual soul, and the warrior soul. Which one are you? Please welcome Vinnie Merrill.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for the gift, by the way. These are awesome. I can't wait to dig into this.
I'm
Well,
waiting.
we're going to talk about it because I don't know whether I should drink it or not.
No, you should drink it.
Absolutely,
okay.
drink
You gotta
it,
try it.
To like calm me down.
It's
But I'm
gonna
really
take away the
excited.
alcohol effect.
Oh,
Right.
well,
So
then
you
why
might
would-
want to wait for
Yeah,
that,
no,
that
no,
CBD
no.
one.
But I'm really excited to have you guys because, like I said at the start of the show, you guys couldn't be more different, but you all are successfully hitting your brand. The minute I see your logo or see one of your videos, I know exactly what your brand encapsulates, which is a hard feat in today's marketing nightmare that is social media, mass saturation. I mean, there's so much. I want to talk about what are the biggest obstacles as a brand owner in today's market? Because that's a heavy thing. We're going to start off heavy because
I have several segregated audiences.
You
Because
do?
I work for straight porn, I do gay porn, and I also do like the carrying on. I'm a dancer or whatever. So you have to kind of balance like how much money are you willing to nudge out of people, you know? Probably not that much. But also like I kind of want to be sensitive to my customer, you know what I mean? Like I'm never really trying to be greedy. I'll take a gig for like $100. I'm fine
say
with it.
that. Oh my God! Now you've said it. You're going to get so many $100
Listen,
gigs.
I don't give a fuck. But it comes down to it. It's just kind of like I like to see my people. You know, like the people that follow me and support me and carry on with me. Like let's have fun. You know what I mean? Like. If they're willing to overlook the fact that I like ride that tie between gay and straight porn, like you're family to me.
But there's also the brand that you have, such as you also are a consummate author. You also are a
Right.
musician. So you have different varied brands.
Yes.
Right now, the one, because Instagram is so hot right now, of course, is the visual, which is what you've done
Yes.
with your body.
Well, with it all kind of feeds into itself because at this point I'm working on this book. It's like 700 pages right now, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be successful in terms of the fact that there's so much stupid fuckery going on. Sorry, there's so
Stuffery.
much. There's so much nonsense going on with it because I'm in a position where I get to kind of experience the world in a certain way that most people don't because they think they're elevated, they think they're above it. But I'm okay with that because like I'm in the adult industry. I'm willing to mess around with the raccoons. You know what I mean? Like I get to see the subterranean world and I can kind of like elevate that and I could show the beauty in it, you know, and that's what I'm working on right now. So if you're talking about intellectual work, I'm getting to that, but it's just gonna have to take a little bit of struggle to get there, you know, just to make it like perfect, authentic.
Well, and you know, from the adult film stars that we've had on the show,
Right.
there's a whole industry there, but you have to be as smart of the business aspect as your on-camera work because
Right.
that's about 80% of your business is the actual nuts and bolts of it.
They
so
make
to speak.
overnight
nuts and bolts. See what I did there?
they make overnight successes, and in the gay porn world, they turn somebody into a big star overnight. And I'm not really into that. I don't want to like carry on in the fraternity that's existing right
Yes.
now. I don't
I
want
know
to.
exactly what you're talking about.
I don't want to be a part of that. I'm okay with taking time. Like I just did like a porn shoot in Aruba, very experimental moment, and it was like, it was a lot to deal with, but I got some really great material for my book that I'm working on. So it's kind of like I can take the nonsense. I'll deal with that.
All right. Now, for your guys' aspect in terms of brand, and again, such different arenas, but there's obstacles in today's market that exist. What would you say is the biggest obstacle you have in maintaining your brand? Because you guys have created your brand, there's no doubt.
I would say for me, probably, you know, my team consists of hundreds of people, but there's probably 30 of them that I work with directly. And that's really an obstacle, just every day getting up and dealing with the emails and dealing with the calls and just making sure that everything is in line, you know. And it's a lot of work, especially I own 5 brands actually, and I'm in 16 stores worldwide. So it's always making sure that, of course, that your clients are happy, you know. It's making sure that your stuff delivers on time, that the factories are on time, and always coming out with something new for the audience, you know. Like right now we have a new collection coming out, Meth Head. which will be touching more to the rave EDM side.
I love it.
And this is something which has not been done before.
It has not been done.
Lingerie has not existed yet in the rave world.
And the rave culture still thrives. You know, we think of rave as, you know, a decade or so ago. That is not true at all. In fact, raves have become more age inclusive, where you have different age groups that are now congregating. You have straight, gay coming to raves. And there's never been, other than, remember those big pants? What, you guys are too young.
Trip pants.
Yeah, I used to wear those, by the way,
Yeah.
to school. But there hasn't been, like, the higher end touch to the whole rave community.
Well,
which
that's-
the money's there, by the way.
That's
Yeah,
where
those are the pants. No, it's the big pants, Kurt.
Pull up the trip pants.
Yeah,
there
you
we go. That's it.
I used to own them from Hot Topic because, you know, I was in school. I had a budget. Yeah, Hot Topic. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, so as I was saying, yeah. So it's more of a couture EDM line. You know, we have different sections to it. You have your affordable line, which, you know, it's for a girl that is not looking to look like everyone else.
Yeah.
So I got a little tired of the women just sticking some stickers on her bosoms and, you know, wearing fishnet stockings and some feathered boots, I guess. And
I love how you say the feathered boots.
and I'm like, I said, well, look, if you're going to party and rave and you're going to roll, you might as well roll right.
Yeah.
You know?
Roll right.
I mean,
That's like a hashtag right there.
I mean,
roll right.
I'm French, so I mean, you know, I do everything very bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
And if it's not done right, then I don't do it at all. So, I mean, honey, if you're going to go rave for 3 days, at least look good while doing it. So, welcome to the couture EDM world that I'm going to be bringing out. So, my collection launches in August. So, we're going to be having a fashion show June 22nd.
Am I invited?
1 week prior before, I'm going to be announcing the location and all the VIPs that will
Girl,
be
if I'm not
attending.
there, we're going to have problems.
And then we're going to have September Fashion Week in Paris. So I'm very excited about that as well. It's very, DJs can wear it, influencers can wear it, celebrities can wear it that love to rave. It's made for Coachella. It's made for Tomorrowland. It's made for EDC Las Vegas. You know, like it's really made for if you just want to look good.
But when you look at your design, you know right away that you're seeing a Kayla influenced design.
I gave you some content. Do you have any of it?
We've been playing it, girl, while you've been talking on there. No, we are going to play, but we've been showing stuff from your fashion show. We're actually going to take a peek at some video of Kayla.
Oh my god.
I mean, here's the fashion show. I mean, and what I love about you, which is probably why you have to focus on what you're doing and you can't pay attention to the 300 people working for you, is you wear your fashion. You represent your fashion in every breath that you take.
To the last drop.
And you look good. Let's take a peek at some of the footage of Madame Methvin. And I get so jealous when I see all of your content because it's like, girl, I just want to hang out with you for like 2 seconds.
You're more than welcome to.
And you have such a touch on what you want your brand. So how would you describe this style? Like if somebody say, describe what your fashion line is, like how would you describe it?
I would describe that piece was very, very particular, but and what I'm doing in mainstream, it glows in the dark, number one. It's very customizing to the woman's body, and it fits all bodies of every woman.
That's what I love. Girl, big girls need love too. Boop, boop.
Yes, we do. Every size, which is great. And it's just flirtatious. It's fun. You look good, and you're there to have a good time. And that's really what I really want to bring to the rave world in EDM, you know?
Well, it's really fancified the experience. You know, there's so many lines out there in the gay world too. There's so many gay underwear lines. It's like, well, what is sexy anymore? It's like when you elevate it a little bit, and you be like, I'm so into my body and how I'm so into you that I'm going to elevate this whole experience, which I love. And people send you underwear 2 times a day.
You don't want to wear a banana hammock. That's not a good look when you take off your pants. It's not cute. No, having a big flappy no, it's just too much. It's like wearing a crazy push-up bra, and then you take it off, and it's like, what's underneath?
Why'd you look at Kurt when you said that? I think Kurt's worn a
I
push-up
heard
bra.
him laugh, so I was trying to
Since
engage
gym class.
with my man who's supposed to be throwing some.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, throw some sound effects in there too. Give me a squirt, like a.
I don't have a squirt.
Yeah,
I
but
No, we don't know that.
anyway,
What was no, Kurt? Not on my show.
It's like
we
whale
do not do
sounds.
that. Yeah.
Kurt, can I get a sexy sound?
Oh, he has a sexy sound for you. Now, Vinny, with the whole CBD world, we're talking about obstacles and branding, how do you set Lucky Soul apart from, oh, that's your sexy sound.
perfect.
Oh, I was like, what
I
the
think
hell?
that's his sound. That's not my sound.
That's when he called and said he was outside smoking. Okay.
So
Sorry. We got a question from the chat room, Kayla, that you're going to answer in just a few minutes.
all right, so to pretty much answer your question, like you actually, I came from apparel. I mean, my whole background's kind of been in apparel. And we started out making apparel for NBA teams. Actually, the Lakers was one of our first accounts.
Oh, lovely.
And then we just kind of started moving.
That's huge, by the way.
Yeah, they the NBA, I got my end of season call about a week ago, and they was like, so what are you doing with the CBD? And they haven't really authorized CBD in the NBA yet. So
Oh, because of the drug testing.
yes. So it's actually an
Makes sense.
interesting situation because they're like, we're on your website right now, and we don't know how you're going to do this. And I'm like, just be patient. You know, give me some time. Let me work through this. It's new for everybody. But I think the cool thing about what I'm doing is I have a sports crowd. I have friends who are NBA athletes, and we're trying to do something to help them. But at the same time, I'm trying to take what I've been doing and introduce it to people in the Midwest who don't really know about CBD and the benefits. Everybody
They're
think,
not into the LA culture.
yeah,
where
everybody think it's marijuana. And so now I'm constantly educating people on it doesn't get you high.
So, Vinny, I'm going to be honest with you. I've smoked pot a couple of times. You know, I act like a fool on it. So to me, my only education, and I didn't do that much research on CBD on purpose because I think a lot of people don't know exactly what CBD means, don't know what hemp-infused products mean. They don't know that, but nobody wants to appear like the uncool kid who didn't do drugs and be like, is it going to make me high? Am I going to get the munchies? Like, what is CBD and why are there products now with it?
You know what I find really interesting is everyone in AA is now doing CBD.
Yeah,
I did know one of my best friends.
So that's very interesting to me
Yeah.
as well. Like, I'm like, okay, so you're not allowed to get high, but you can get high off of this because it's organic. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. The best way I can explain it to people is in cannabis, you have two plants.
Okay.
You have hemp, which is non-psychoactive, and you have cannabinoids, which is what CBD is coming from, right? And then you have marijuana, which is psychoactive. So you have the THC and the CBD.
I never knew that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
a lot of
that.
people didn't know that.
No.
So when I first got into it, I had to go and explain this to Make-A-Wish, and they're like, "Wait, hold on, what are you doing here? We're over here granting wishes, and you over here now you trying to go get people high?"
I know many people's wishes in LA would be to get high, by the way.
I was
Yeah.
like, they was like, "We don't know how this is going to work with the kids, so you're going to have to really explain this to us." So I had to really go educate myself and learn, and be able to present it in a way so that everybody can understand. Even parents
Yeah.
with young children, especially ones that we're getting emailed about or called about who have seizures. You know, we got to be able to explain that to them that, you can take a tincture, and when your child is having a seizure, whether it's 600 milligrams or 1,000, and you can put it on their tongue, and in a matter of 20 to 30 seconds, they'll start seeing some type of relief. Now, let me make this clear. I'm not making any claims, FDA, so please do not come after me. But there's another gray area that we're constantly trying to work through right now. Even though technically CBD ingestibles, FDA says is illegal, but they're letting people kind of work through it. and we're one of those brands that, I came out with this water in June of 2018, and the very first thing I saw, I had like 8 products. And I had 8 products. Everybody had a tincture. Everybody had a muscle relief gel. Everybody had a lotion. And then everybody had a lip balm.
A lube. Yes.
We do have a
But
personal.
you guys do have, yes.
We have
I do
that
know
too.
you have, yes.
We've elevated it a little bit though. But one of the things that I noticed was like nobody's doing a water. Why is that? And I'm one of those people like I don't want to do what everybody else
I
is doing.
think they did. I'm so sorry to interrupt, my love. I think they did it at this restaurant. What is that vegan restaurant right on West Hollywood?
You're looking at me like I know where a vegan restaurant is.
Mexican. It's really good.
Oh, because I'm Mexican? Kayla!
Oh,
I'm teasing with you. I don't know where vegan
So anyway,
nothing is.
They were putting CBD oil with alcohol, and then they
Oh.
banned it.
Well, see, that's a problem.
And that's what happened. So I think it's really great that you came out with this water.
So, Vinny, explain to me, because I don't know what adding CBD to water does. Like,
Okay.
to me, like I said, we were all joking at the Oscar suite, like, oh, we're going to get high, can't drive after this.
No, so this water is interesting. There's CBD waters out there, and what people are doing is actually adding water soluble drops into the water. We actually take the oil, the CBD oil, we mix it in a solution, which is the only way you can infuse it with fulvic acid. This is 10 pH. This is alkaline water. CBD can't survive in any type of environment. So you have to have a scientist or water expert that knows how to manipulate minerals. So what happens, you take all the vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, and terpenes, and everything from the hemp plant, and you infuse it into the fulvic acid. And basically what this does, this is as an actual hangover drink.
Oh,
You can drink
okay.
this before you go out.
Did
and
you
the next
just
morning
spoke my
you'll be
language
fine.
right now?
Yeah, this, not making any claims, this water can do a lot of different things, from toning the face.
So if I splash my face with it, will I look younger?
It's an internal thing, right? Come on, you
Yeah, it'll
got
probably take some time. We do have a spray coming out with this water.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
actually in the works.
I'm still interested in this hangover thing because as I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
older, that's become a problem for me. And you know, my brand is On the Rocks. So when I go to my events, drinks, because that's my brand. But then the next morning I have a business meeting. As all of us here know, we have a business meeting at 9 a.m. or we have to talk to international at a whole different time.
So what do you
Yeah.
experience with your hangover?
God, so much. Especially now that I get
sadness,
older.
depression,
Well, I mean,
crying,
that's like
vomiting.
it's
All
like
that.
you wake up and you just feel like crap and you just feel lethargic and you just don't want to do anything. You just feel icky. I don't know how else to
Okay.
explain it.
So one of the cool things about this drink is with the fulvic acid, once it gets inside your system, right? You have, like when you drink alcohol, everything sits in your gut.
Well, there's a
So
lot.
that's when
There's a
things
set.
start to turn.
I have top shelf and I have bottom shelf right here.
Right.
Yeah, and then it gets into your bloodstream. So what this does actually is when you drink it, your body starts absorbing it immediately.
Mhm.
So whenever you drink alcohol afterwards, it'll just automatically cause it to flush. It won't allow it to sit there. So that's one of the cool benefits of having fulvic acid in this drink. But not only that, the hemp actually helps with hangovers, and it helps with nausea. So you'll see women
wow.
who are doing hemp CBD oil, when they're pregnant, to kind of help counter that.
Wow.
So, there's a lot of research out there. They've been doing CBD in Israel forever. Colleges are now starting to get into CBD research. We work with some scientists from Texas A&M. So we have a really good team, and we have a really good water. And luckily, Kroger just accepted us into Kroger, which is unbelievable.
Are you kidding?
Let's celebrate
Yeah,
that.
so,
Yeah, you guys
cheers.
are
to
serious.
that.
Celebrate that, yeah. So-
Congratulations.
All right, there you go,
Yeah.
Kroger.
Kroger, are you
Love
kidding?
that shit.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're a little bit ahead of a lot of people right now, and you have to have in this industry, you have to have a hero product, otherwise you're going to be on the same road with everybody else. And I'm over here and I'm trying to run right, while everybody's still going left and trying to do the independents. And the first thing I noticed was, man, we got to go hit the national accounts because they're the ones who are sitting back and waiting to see who's doing what. And I just took it straight to them. We presented our water. We presented this whole line. We got a great PR team. And they was like, how are you doing all this? And you ain't even sold in independent stores yet. Now think about that. We ain't sold in no independent stores. But yeah, we got picked up by Kroger, and we got a couple other big things in the play that I can't say right now, but they'll probably be coming out later.
The whole business world is just so weird because you never know what's going to hit, who's going to respond.
Right.
It's such a crapshoot,
Like
which makes being a
kombucha.
business owner.
It's kind of like kombucha, right?
That's it.
Because
I
it's fermented,
hate
right? But
kombucha.
no, but it's like kind of the same business, right?
That's
something
exactly-
that's
who would've
alternative and interesting.
Yep.
That's cool that you got
it's
that.
a lot of people just didn't know. I mean, even now we talk to people, and it's like, "What? I didn't even know there's a CBD water." And then they just start asking questions. And once they start learning about benefits, it's like you kind of get them hooked. I want to try it. Like we just launched on Amazon literally 4 days ago, and we sold through most of the water. And I wasn't expecting that because I was like, first of all, nobody even knew we was on Amazon. We didn't promote it. We didn't do nothing. And then I get an email alert, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, wait a minute.
But that has to be an amazing moment. And for all of us as brand owners, the first moment, do you guys remember the first moment where your brand, you realized people were buying into it and it was like your first like I'm famous moment? Do you remember what that moment was like?
I remember my first sale. Yeah, that was like a decade ago.
When was it like? And what
It
was your
was-
like your response to?
It was in Paris after the Marion Westwood fashion show. I actually just sold it right there in the crowd. Some woman just came up to me and was like, "Can I grab the jacket?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can." And it was really great. So it was a great feeling, you know. And
It's
that's
like-
what keeps you going on. But you know what
Yeah.
keeps you going on even more? It's when you get the letters and the emails and you get the fans and then you get the videos and
Well,
that's
it's because I think you are so positive, and the question we got from the chat room is what motivates you and inspires your creativity
you know, it's really making people fall in love again
with themselves. I think.
with themselves as a couple together, you know.
Find me a couple.
Well, you know,
Single.
I could find you a couple easily that are willing to hang with
No,
you.
I meant like
Yes.
make me a couple. Hashtag single forever. Hashtag 20 cats.
Right.
no, I think what really inspires me is, you know, when I was younger, my mother was seriously very ill.
Yes.
So
I do know that.
I promised her, you know, that I would do something very loving for this world, you know. Sadly, she passed away at a very young age. I said, you know, I'm going to try and use my talents wisely. So I did all my schooling, etc. And I wanted to make people happy. And I know that goes a lot into the adult world where, you know, love can be very tricky at certain times. You know, it's good. It's either good. It's a
Love
winner.
as a word is so weird that
It's
the
a winner
English
or
language has
lose.
one word
Well,
for
it's like
love.
vodka, right? It's good, and then
Oh.
you wake up in the morning and you have a
Speaking
hangover.
of which,
Not if you have lucky soul. Yes.
But I think my inspiration was I remember when I was in Paris and I saw this one guy, and it was like love at first sight, and I used the persuasion of lingerie to make him fall in love with me. And that's when I kind of learned that I wanted to do that for other women and make other women happy and other couples more engaged with themselves.
Makes sense.
You know, people who are going through divorces, people who are having problems in their marriage, you know, just a little spice up for the night. I'm sure you can probably help out with that.
I don't know. Like, honestly, things are so sanitary on set. It's just like, hey, nice to meet you. Let's bang. Oh, by the way, I just realized the amount of mango water you just put in your drink. That's 90% liquor right there.
No, boo-boo. You don't even know what's happening here at On the Rocks.
Right.
A question from the chat room. Nate wants to know, Vinny, explain the DSBG certification.
There you go.
I know who this is.
No, but here's the fun thing, because the whole idea
my
of
God.
CBD hits the market. Everybody's like, oh, God, we have to do that. Let's put it in cereal.
Yeah, come on. I'm interested.
I had a funny feeling
You know,
Nat was going to call in or go into the chat room just to get this one off. So here we go. Nat is he's our VP of sales. Like,
Oh, hi, Nat.
Hi,
he-
Nat.
he
That was
is,
a planted question. Okay.
Do we get free samples?
I have to see now that he
That's what we need.
He done sent that message. I have to kind of tell this story real quick.
Absolutely.
So Nat came to me one day, and he was like, "I need you to use your brand name in your story for CBD." And I was like, "Man, what are you talking about?" And then so he kind of went into this whole thing where he's like, "You can help a lot of people." Like that's been his whole thing. How can we take what you do and go help other people? because the story and the message is there, and I think we all three have that in common.
That's exactly right. That's
Right?
why you three are here.
Even though we come from different backgrounds, we all do different things. I think we all do it for a good reason.
It's our passion.
Yeah. So my guy Nat, he started telling his jokes, and he's from Alabama, so he's very country. And he came up with this. Basically, it's called "This Shit Be Good."
I love that.
That's what it is. And
sellable.
everywhere we go, doesn't matter who we're talking to, he will throw that out, and it will start people to laugh. And it's actually a good conversation starter because it eases the moment, right?
Breaks
You don't
the
want
ice.
everything to be all serious. We can't always be serious. Sometimes you got to enjoy the moment. And he brings that to us, whatever we do. So I do love him for that, even though he is country. Actually, I'm kind of country
I'm
too.
sorry, Nat.
Excuse
Excuse
me.
your partner.
He's our VP of sales. Nat, he kind of introduced the whole CBD thing to me.
Country
He's
men
a
are
good guy.
super
Yeah.
good in my book.
What are we talking about?
We need to get him in this.
Nat,
If he wears jeans
Nat.
and like a cowboy buckle, I'm all about it.
I'm doing
There
a
you
shout out
go.
to Nat. I don't know who you are, but honestly, you seem like a very good guy, and you definitely get some free chicken. Definitely.
Oh, he's gonna take you up on that.
Okay,
Trust me, he'll
not a
probably hit
problem.
you up on Twitter or wherever he can get a hold of
on
you.
the way.
But here's the thing about being a successful entrepreneur. We have to surround ourselves with positive people who believe in not only what we're doing, but believe in themselves. Because we don't need people that want to leech off of our success or our energy. And it's so dangerous because we meet 10 people a day. Hey, I'd love to help you. I have some great ideas. Here's my card. Here's my card. And especially, you get out of LA. But when you're saturated in LA, it's a constant thing where you don't know.
I couldn't live here. Absolutely.
And one of the questions we got
I
from
could-
your fans is, why aren't you
I
here?
could never live here.
But here's the thing: career in LA, you have to be in LA for. I mean,
If
you
when
have
you're in
20
LA,
meetings a day.
It's a city where it's one of the hardest cities in the world. You're either
I don't want somebody looking over my shoulder when they have a conversation with me, looking for the
I
next
hate that.
biggest celebrity.
I hate that.
I don't give a fuck. Like
But
literally
for
everybody looks the
career-wise,
same.
you're I mean, like the success is
Too
here for
competitive.
a reason. But I think what she said is like the people that are really passionate and will wade through the obstacles in LA or Southern California, they're the winners because they're willing to say, I love my product or my.
What makes me feel really accomplished is that when you're in the hardest city and when you can accomplish it, and especially when he was saying you have 10 people a day hating on you, and in my case, it's like 200. And you have, for example, I'm sure you've gone through this, you get lawsuits, you get complaints, you get stuff stolen, you get inventory gone, you get, I'm sure.
Or your competitors create
exactly
profiles.
And we have to
and you
go
get a lot of hate stuff on Instagram too.
So you wake up in the morning, you have your coffee, and the first thing is you look at your emails and don't think it's a pretty email. Don't ever think that it's like, oh, hey, I love you. What's going on, Kayla? I'd love to order a diamond bra right now and send you a check right away. It's more like, sorry, sweetie, your inventory's stuck in Rosarita in Mexico. We need you to get down here right away.
It's like, I wore your product and my husband still left me. Girl, it was that attitude.
And then you got to call your project manager, and then that person has to call somebody to go down there, and it's quite a headache. But you know what? It's a hustle. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I say that 90% of it is really hard, but that 10% is so much gratitude that you get at the end of it for knowing that you did it.
And Eddie, you and I have bonded over the interview I did. Oh, it's rapid fire. Okay,
Yes,
Kurt,
I'll take
in
this.
like 2 seconds, but real fast.
Right.
We bonded over your interview with Instinct Magazine,
Okay.
where we like I really got to know you like beyond the persona.
Right.
And I do know LA is not anything what you attribute yourself to in terms
Okay.
of like relationships and the fakeness and
Well,
all of that.
I gotta tell you, when I got here, it was endless family. Like the second I landed, somebody was there to say hi to me, to welcome me. I had gotten off of like 24 hours of flying from fucking Aruba out here, and like I'm on a different time zone. I'm tired
You mean
as fuck.
effing Aruba as in like Aruba or like
So
you
sorry.
effed Aruba?
No, might as
No,
well.
there's
be
like-
both. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
tell you.
Okay.
But either way, so I was like walking down the road, bringing my like a luggage on my back. I'm like dragging a suitcase, and I got stopped. And I was like, "Oh, I know you. I know you. I know you." And every club that I walked past, All my friends were there. So Los Angeles is a very it's family to me. But I don't know if I could survive out here. You know what I mean?
You're either made for LA or you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm certainly not. And
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not made for New York.
But the
and
career opportunities could happen every single day, and if you're out of town, I
Right.
feel like
I would rather be a big fish in a small pond.
That's interesting.
It's the best business model because you have it's a built-in fan base. We're gonna drag this
so you want to be famous in Mississippi?
I would take it. I'm going to Biloxi, Mississippi,
Oh.
they're gonna
in
love
a
you.
few weeks, and I'm totally cool with that. I love it. I love people. You know what I mean? So I don't need this carrying on about like the Met Gala. I don't need to be there. I'm okay being the guy that's from DC that they drag out and and
well,
shove
DC is
out
not
where-
schlepping it either, by the way.
It's not, but I mean, we don't have any go-go dancers or porn boys there, really.
But that's an interesting look at things because you have established your brand. You're
Right.
in 2 different cities every single week.
Yeah.
And I'm not even exaggerating.
And I have a day job. I'm functioning as a computer programmer also. So
which is
And
so
you're
funny
writing
to
a
me.
book.
yes. Well, I mean that's on the side. It's more as the stories come in, as the nonsense happens, that's when the book exists. But it's not something that I'm really pushing right now. I'll probably get to it when I'm 50 years old. But once everything is good, the punchlines are there, and the story arc is something remarkable. But I mean, I've been studying enough literature to know that I should just not do something when it's not good. You know what I mean?
He knows when he's not the smartest man in the room.
Right.
And I love that you know what you want your brand to be. And I think
Yeah.
that's what made you guys successful too, is you know what your brand is going to be and who's going to react to it. All right, we got our rapid fire real fast, and we're just going to go around the room and rapid fire.
Oh my God.
Who was your first kiss? Vinny.
Oh damn. Shit, that was such a long time ago. I was like,
Chase Turner.
Amber Kirby.
Oh, you knew.
I don't even know. That's a good. I don't even know. That was like
You don't remember your
grade.
first kiss?
That was sixth grade or
Am
something.
I going to get sued for saying that?
Well,
No.
I'm a lingerie designer. I believe in love and fantasies and butterflies.
Yeah, but
and
our first kiss was some stupid
I
childhood
was
kiss.
like 6
That's
years
why I don't
old.
I was
remember
watching
it. Yeah.
Shrek. Yeah.
You guys, and you don't remember Vinny.
No, because it was
Vinny,
nothing.
that's not very romantic.
I think I was on. The only thing I remember is I was on the playground. It was during recess. That was
Okay,
it.
okay. Let's say superhero you would want to be, male or female.
Poison Ivy.
Done. I could totally see with that.
Thank you.
You could have done better costumes in that stupid Batman movie. But,
Thank you, baby.
yeah.
But with the gorilla moment,
No,
oh,
there's a no forgiving moment.
I don't
That
know,
gorilla
some-
moment was epic.
it was inspired by a very legendary burlesque
I mean,
moment.
she's stripping. You should love it.
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
incorporated
love
it into cabaret.
But it was legendary, and I've done that routine myself. I had a gorilla suit and I tore off. But anyway.
Yes, I know. I've seen everything you've done.
Oh, wow.
I'm like the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, I could see
I can
that.
see that.
A gentle
Y'all
giant.
can see that.
Because it's a gentle giant. We know the Incredible Hulk is brawn to look at, but there's well, I can see that.
I don't have an answer for this.
Of course you do.
I see you as Ted.
Okay, I'll take Ted. I don't
Because
know
he's
what
the
that
Ted?
cute bear that we all want to hug
Oh, the
and
bear.
love.
Oh, the
not a
he's
superhero,
Take
though,
a bear,
girl.
though.
But he's,
I think
but
like
he's
Ted
still,
Bundy. I'm like, are you gonna kill us?
But he's still.
Ted Bundy. I'll take
gotta
Ted
do a
Bundy
little
over
bear.
that. Yeah.
But
That's it,
he's,
'cause-
but he's still just, this crazy, funny,
Kurt is so good. Like he's already
everyone
looking
loves
at
him.
Yeah, but
Who
that's not a
doesn't love
superhero.
Ted?
Oh,
You know
he's
what,
looking at
though?
Photos. Yeah, here
That's-
is.
see, that's
Yeah, I'll
you.
take that. Yeah.
Kayla, I
Except,
would have to
I'm
say, in
not
some people's world, Ted is a superhero.
I'm saying
quite
he-
as pudgy as
do you know
that.
how
Quite
many-
yet, though. Just give me a few more years.
Okay, well, that was a successful
All right,
rapid fire.
God bless.
What about you?
God.
We're supposed to be rapid.
Oh, did you see? Did you see
I
the
mean, I
DVD?
suffered
Okay,
through it, too.
I would say it would be Deadpool, not for looks or anything, but because he's like, okay, we're doing this. Let me just be sarcastic, and I'll still get the job done because that's what I do. You could
Right.
hire me at the post office and be like, you have a letter, don't we? Oh, here it is. You know what I mean? I would nail whatever I wanted to do, which you have done.
Are we talking about nailing people?
No, I was making
Ted does that.
I got so many
He married a
emails.
grocery woman, remember?
Yes,
I didn't.
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah.
No,
No, the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to marry Amanda Seyfried. I want to talk about, we got so many emails in different ways about the origins of who made you who you are, because of Instagram, because of Facebook, because we see the successful person. And Vinny, you have nothing personal on any social media or anything. I don't even know if you watch sports. I don't know what kind of food you like. I don't even know if you ordered Postmates from Papa John's. Like, I know nothing about you. What I do know is that you have established a successful line. But we do know things about you guys because you have been very open with certain interviews. And so the creation, and this is what younger business people that I got emails from are so interested. And Kayla, I would like to start with you if you don't mind. I know, and I'm going to share a lot. And if you don't want me to share, then you say
No,
don't.
you're fine.
Went from being the third wealthiest family in South Africa, being in Beverly Hills, and then at a very young age, at 14, which is such a delicate age, having to make a decision. Do I become a foster kid? Do I go to France and live in a one-bedroom apartment? You had to make that decision. And you lived that life for a while.
Yes, I did.
I would love for you to talk about that and also how you were able to emerge from that. Because some people wouldn't make that decision.
There's only one thing I can say. God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's been my savior. You know, I've always known that I've always wanted more in my life, and I knew that it was only just for a limited time. So, you know, I moved to France when I was 14 to live with my father, and, you know, I left, obviously, when I was 17 to start my studies. So it was only a limited time. I worked 5 jobs. I just lived...
You lived in a one-bedroom apartment
with 7 people, and I slept on the kitchen floor, yes.
And the language was different for you. Everything was different. You had all these challenges from being literally taken to school like in a limo.
Yeah, I went from taking school to a limo to a 2-hour train ride every day to working at a bakery shop to working at a McDonald's to working at, I worked at Sephora, I worked at Mac, I worked as a French English tutor. I've done a lot of those. I had many little side jobs, and all of those were just for me to buy lingerie for this guy and use them for the persuasion of love and lingerie, because that's how much I believed in it.
How do you emerge from an experience like that, though? Besides God, like...
I did a lot of crying. I had a lot of emotional, you know, having to let go, you know, you always need your mom at that point in your life, and you're there, and you realize that you can't give up that easily, because that's just... You can't, you know? And like we were talking earlier about LA, only the strongest of the strong can stay here.
That is very true.
And when I was laying on that kitchen floor, I said, one day I'm going to be the biggest designer. I'm not as big as Karl Lagerfeld, and God rest his peace. You know, I'm not as big as Versace. I understand that. And I love her. Big shout out to her. Donatella, I love you.
I love her.
I love you. But, you know, what I service today, from laying on that kitchen floor to making all of these hundreds of women happy, that has given me so much more back than I could have ever imagined in my life. And I think that's what my mother wanted.
We did get the email, success to you, because who do you share your success with? Your family is kind of not here.
That is true. My mother passed away, and I am not close at all with my father. But I do share a very close relationship with one of my very good friends and project managers, Brianna Jade. She's also known as the Bridal Queen of LA, who's sitting right here next to me. I love you.
Girl, find me a groom.
She's very pretty, by the way.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you.
You've been
Yes,
saying
her
that
presence.
since earlier. I'm going to have to
It's
put a
fact.
space
She's
behind.
gorgeous.
He's in town till Thursday.
Hello.
Brianna, I need you to just... No, I'm just kidding.
Microphone. I want to get to know this girl.
You know,
I'm sitting right here, Eddie. It's so rude.
You know, and after France, you know, I traveled a lot, and I went a little bit all over Europe, you know, doing my MBA. I lived in China for a bit. I lived in...
You've been everywhere.
In Florence, you know, I lived in London. I did some studies in New York. And then when I graduated, you know, I entered for Vogue. And then after that, I came to LA. And there's been a lot of people, such as, you know, my first publicist who gave me a chance. Her name is Tash Terzan. She's the first woman to ever look me in the eye. and give me a chance when no one would take me. You know, there's been another guy, you know, when I signed with my first modeling agency, his name was Donnie at State. You know, he brought me on, and he was like, this girl's going to be the next big thing. And I really believe in her, and he's taken me really far. My manager is someone I'm really close to, and he's come to like a brother to me today, and he's pushing me so far, and I'm so blessed to have him. And my publicist, same thing as well. She's an amazing woman who is really not she won't let me go of my talent. Like, I've tried moving this way or going to acting or going this way, and she's made me stay into where my genes and where my blood is. But what I do have to say is that I am fighting over a few reality shows that I'm picking right now. So
reality TV. That's a whole other conversation.
You are going to see something very fun very soon. So you're going to get to see the making of Madame Methvin.
Oh my God, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Honey, just have it on the rocks.
Uh-oh.
And so, like, Vinny, the start of all of this, I know nothing. I don't even, like we said, what kind of kid were you in school? Were you in sports? Were you in debate team? Like, who were you as a kid?
Did you say debate team?
Well, yes. No. Hello?
Nah, I wasn't on debate team.
Sorry. We were very popular.
No, as
he
a
looks
kid,
like he would play football.
Yes, that's... Oh God,
I did. I actually, started playing football in kindergarten.
See, that's my job, to know people's bodies.
Yeah.
I purposely keep myself off Instagram. I'm like one of those people.
You don't even have... I couldn't find you...
You're not gonna really find. You're not gonna find. And even if I did, you won't find nothing on me. I'm just that way. I don't know. Being from Missouri, you know, we kind of keep to ourselves. Missouri is an interesting place, and so when I came out here, it was like a whole new world, and I felt like I was just a stranger amongst all these people. Luckily,
it's scary when you first come to LA.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't come by myself. When I graduated from college, my friend got drafted to the Lakers, and I was just in a unique situation.
Your friend got drafted to the Lakers?
Yeah,
so you got to go to all the cool parties and all that?
Yeah. Me and Jack Nicklaus used to...
Oh, here we go, throwing the names around. Here we are.
Well, I was at Staples Center because he didn't talk to nobody. And I was that guy, like I would go in the family room, and I would just sit in there because I didn't really know people. And my friend was playing, so Jack came over and he'd just be like, hey. And we just sit there and we just start talking about nothing. I didn't want anything from him. I didn't ask him about stuff.
That's the key in LA. The minute you sit down and... Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But just to give you guys a little idea about me, I'll share this on this show.
I love seeing the outsiders.
I grew up, my dad left when I was born. My mom had 4 kids and she couldn't really take care of all of us. And I knew that like in the 4th grade. And I was playing basketball and I would remember like my coach would be like, do you need something to eat? Like my family, it was weird given our situations because my mom was a victim of abuse by her boyfriend / husband, which put us in a bunch of situations growing up that no kid or children should ever have to go through. And I've seen things that no kid or children should ever have to see. So a part of that kind of made me like be to myself. And so when people ask me, why don't you talk that much? It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I don't like revealing a lot of stuff about me. Everybody has a history. Everybody has a past. And one of the things that I learned along the way is that sometimes people aren't going to be there to help you.
Yes.
You're going to have to figure out a
people
way.
That should be there to help you are not there.
Yeah. You're going to have to figure out a way to navigate through life, sometimes on your own. You're going to have cheerleaders and you're going to have people constantly telling you, oh, don't do this, don't do that. You shouldn't go try this because they're basing it on their experience. But I truly believe that everybody has to have their own experience. And when I came across this is a true story, I swear to you. I was going through a hard time and it was on the eve of my birthday. And it's funny, I believe in God and I pray a lot. And at that particular moment, I was
Amen.
just praying because I was really going through something. And on the eve of my birthday, I'll never forget. I was at work, and then like I started feeling weird. Like I started getting this weird feeling, and I was like, I thought I was getting sick. So I left work. I went home, and it was like 7 o'clock in the evening. I knocked out, and I'm like, what the hell? And then all I remember is I woke up from a pitch black dream, and in this dream, all I heard was a voice that just said "Lucky Soul" over and over and over. So I woke up at 4 a.m. like, what the hell is Lucky Soul? Never heard that voice again. I went online, I Googled, because at that point, it was all in my mind. I Googled it, and I was like, I think this name is available. And I called my attorney, and next thing I know, here we are today. But I didn't have no vision. I didn't have nobody to tell me what I should do. I just started figuring out, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? And then about 3 years later, if you look at the logo, it's actually an angel in disguise.
We actually have the logo. Kurt, can you play it?
Oh, we got.
Oh, so that's okay. So that's yeah.
So it's an angel in disguise. So the top part of that is the teardrop from the symbol of life.
And you can say it there. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see how when we was doing this, it was just pieces. The wings actually came from the phoenix, which is unstoppable force. And then the bottom part is an infinity sign, which means it goes on and on forever. So somehow all the pieces.
I never would have noticed that because I've seen your logo over and over.
So if you look at how all the pieces come together, at that point I was like, okay, there's something divine happening here. And now I'm just got to figure out what all this means. And the name of what Lucky Soul meant came actually after the logo. So a Lucky Soul is basically someone who lets nothing stand in the way of reaching their goals or dreams in life, which is all of us. That's anybody and everybody. And if you understand what the brand is about, it's about faith, God, and helping people. It was never really about the money, even though some people look at it as, let's go make some money. For me, it was always about those three things because that's what got me through all my obstacles. That's what got me through all the situations I've been, facing in life. And I tell people this all the time, and it's funny, I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Everybody know who Nipsey Hussle is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I was working at that job, Nipsey came in there. And he came in there and his wife beat her on, braids. Never met the guy. Tattoos all over, and some sweat shorts cut off. And I noticed that he didn't talk to nobody. We was at a private club in downtown. Didn't talk to nobody. And nobody never went up and talked to him. And I was like, I'm looking around, I'm like, why is nobody going to talk to this guy? Like, he's human. So one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go up and say something. And we start talking, and he was just like, he started telling me what he does. He's like, yeah, I'm a rapper. I was like, really? I haven't heard of you or nothing like that, right? In my mind, I'm thinking that. But then he started telling me where he's from in Compton. I was like, okay. So now this story, I'm starting to get a little more out of, like, I'm telling you guys about me. And one of the things that I respected about him was he was always about how could I do something to help people. This was before the marathon, but he always had that idea, like, life is an ongoing journey. It's not how you start, it's basically how you end up and how you finish. And I was like, man, me and you got that in common, because I knew that in the beginning. I was like, we're all gonna die. You can't take nothing with you, but when you die is what you leave behind. And that was the thing about me that I wanted people to understand. What are we gonna leave behind so that they remember you by?
I think I got a little teary-eyed earlier.
This
It was really beautiful.
that is so deep. And Vinny, the website Lucky Brand stands on its own because
No, Lucky Soul. Don't say Lucky Brand.
Lucky Soul. Oh,
those are
not Lucky
jeans.
Brand.
Oh, don't ever say that one. No, we are not affiliated with Lucky Brand.
No, but Lucky Soul, like, you share inspirational quotes. And this is what I love about this show is we never know what direction the show's going to go.
Right.
And, you guys have such loud personalities and loud brands, and I have to say.
When he said it wasn't
but
about
these are-
the money, I was just like, that's how it started off for me.
Yeah.
It was just me wanting to fall in love, and
what it
making people happy. And, like, I think that's really beautiful what you do. Very.
Which is beautiful. We still have to pay our bills, which you guys have
Yeah.
mastered. But right. And Eddie, your beginning.
Yes. I have to attribute that to Miss Naomi Black in Norfolk, Virginia. She made me who I am today. It's I'd say she just like manifested something. She was dating somebody at the moment. I just got out of grad school, and she was dating a modeling agent or something. There are a lot of like scam artists out there.
We all know people that want to help us with our brand.
Yeah,
they're all out there.
She was dating a scam artist, and I got wrapped up in that because I was like, I had newly found an Invisalign moment where I could fix my smile, and I was like, okay, I've never been popular before, so I got swept away in this modeling moment, and it just so happened that he asked me to be a contestant in their student body contest, which is I like a college moment, you know, like it was like a it's like a competition for money. So it was something like that. So I happened to win that, and then I just decided to join the male burlesque group, you know. It was pretty disgusting, but
that kind of like diverted your whole.
Yes, it shattered the door. So I mean, like once you break through, like in terms of porn, the second you do it, it's like you're a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And same with stripping. Like the second you like decide you're gonna be a porn like a dancer, maybe, you're already a moment. Like you're gigged.
That's your label. Like if you enter CBD, okay, CBD, what you got? Or lingerie.
Right.
People like have a preconception about what lingerie is, and then they see your products, and it's a whole different thing than what they have preconceived.
You have an identity at that point, you know.
Dido wants to know where they can hear your music live if.
Well, we're not going back into the studio for a moment, but like I think we're talking about it. We have to like set up like a farm, because I'm not willing to deal with like having to fly out to Los Angeles or like record anything that's outside of like my reachable space.
I think that's a big mistake.
I don't
really
want to
do.
I don't want to work with anybody that's not in my band either. It's like, so if somebody else is writing music for me, I don't want to get involved. I've got my 4 guys, like I want to stick with them. You know what I mean? Like with music, they get me. I'm not gonna have somebody else writing my music. I'm not gonna have somebody else like kind of like organizing my life. I'm fine. I like my people, and when they're ready to start recording again, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
I can't.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll take that.
We got a bit more rapid fire. You can have drinks or smoke with anybody from history who has passed. Who would it be? Vinny, you first.
Oh shit.
You know what? I thought about this before.
Rosa Parks.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
To smoke with Bob Marley.
Oh yes, he would have. Yes. And you said Rosa Parks. I don't think she'd drink or smoke. I think she'd be like.
Yeah, I don't think.
Gloria Steinem, absolutely.
Oh, she would. She
All right,
smoked
fine.
and drank.
Can they be
with
alive
you.
today? Then it's gonna be Seth Rogen.
You know, he's funny because
Then it has to be him.
I just don't know like how fun he'd actually be in real life.
No, but Gloria Steinem, she could cut you up.
Yeah. What would you say to your 16-year-old self?
Stay strong, hold in there. You'll make it. You're beautiful. I love you.
My 16-year-old self, what I would tell, oh my God, I'd tell myself,
Like, don't let your
put
gay
some
roommate get
clothes
you
on.
drunk.
No, in Missouri is hot and humid, so we were known for not, walking around with just basketball shorts and that's it. So, yeah, it's Missouri. It's hot. That has
need to
nothing
move to
Don't
Missouri.
take nothing the wrong way. I'm just saying that's my 16-year-old
Okay,
self.
okay.
We played football back then. Hey,
I'd say that Eddie needs to slow down and not expect much out of life. And just relax. Don't reach too far. Just be cool where you are. I that's what I would say to this guy.
I like that.
That's cool.
You guys are so different, which I just love.
Why wouldn't Rosa Parks wanna smoke or drink?
Because she was Rosa Parks. She worked
You know,
like
You
she
guys
worked
are
hard
really
every
funny.
day.
I think you
think
guys
about
are
it.
She was older. She was
misjudging.
conservative. She
I
was
think
like,
you guys are
she's like,
misjudging
I'm not sitting
the-
back here, and I'm not gonna have a drink, and I'm not gonna smoke because
I really doubt that.
Really?
I really doubt that.
no.
I'm pretty sure she
You
went
know
home
what?
and was like, I was at the back of the
She
bus.
might've-
I need some rum and I
If
need
we're
a
talking
cigarette.
about Black history, I think Harriet Tubman would tie one on and she'd be like, you know,
I think they all might have
Am I gonna
smoked a
get
little
hate
back
email, by the
then.
way?
All women
You know,
did.
they was going through a lot.
Great
But Rosa Parks,
Depression.
you
They was going through
she
a lot.
was so neat and so.
Think about it. All
I
that-
just
Like,
love her.
we're gonna run the world. Just you wait. That's how
She's
she
my
was.
idol. So that's why I was like, right away, I was like, her, even if we don't smoke or drink, it's fine.
Am I being racist even talking about this?
No.
You know, in this.
There's a black guy in the room. We're good.
Okay, but no, but
And a black woman. Yes.
so, but let's talk about this. You know, with our brands, now we have to be so politically correct. And I run On the Rocks radio show where I say whatever opinion I want, and then I think about, oh, I make Helen Keller jokes, and I got Helen
She's
Keller
amazing
email.
as what?
Right, but I got.
Let's smoke and drink with her.
Well, I have so many jokes about that. She wouldn't be able to find it. But I got hate email. I'm like, well, have her call me, and then we'll talk it out. And but we have to be so PC now with everything. And I want to talk to you about this because.
Yes, and with my photo shoots and.
But also, you know,
different
we're into an
marketing.
age, for great reason, we're talking about gender equality. And, you know, we were joking about lingerie for men, but why not? That should be a conversation.
I have a term. I always say trans, pan, lesbian, gay.
Yeah, but if you say trans, you're going to get into
Here's the
trouble
thing.
too.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, you're human. It's human.
And however you
So for me,
feel sexy.
so that's my takeoff at the end of it. No matter what you are, you're just human.
Are you trans?
No.
Okay.
But your fashion line empowers women through sexuality, which we have to be so careful with because we can't sexualize women, we can't objectify women, but we appreciate women for who they are. And your line is right on that line, so to speak. Because it's been about 2 years now that we've been having these conversations, how did that affect your creative process?
In what way?
That women should be revered, and we're not just looking at women.
Everything's changed
sexually.
recently. Yeah,
everything.
it's
well,
very
even
cute.
the films that you've
I
been.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just caught early about what you said.
Excuse me.
Oh no. So
What happened?
Oh, you asked if I was trans.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
oh no.
I haven't researched anything.
No.
I just don't know. You
no,
were talking about
because
being
you have
trans.
such an openness about gender
Oh, no, of
fluidity.
course I do.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
no.
don't think he meant anything bad.
No. You have a certain
I just think
sensitivity.
that was a little disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful? I was asking you.
No, I
Because
I literally thought he was talking about because of your gender equality and fluidity.
Of course.
Yeah. No, girl.
I'm curious.
On the Rocks does not. No, that would never happen. You didn't mean no.
I did not. No. Well, I mean, I'm in the LGBT community, and I just expect like maybe like I would be booked with people that are. So I mean that's.
Oh no.
Sorry.
This is the thing about On the Rocks. Like everybody comes to the table.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ask questions, but. Okay.
Right? No, we're fine, right?
Oh, no, we're totally fine.
Okay.
I would be happy if I was a girl or if I was trans.
Yeah.
But
Either
and,
way, it wouldn't matter to me.
and that's exemplified in your fashion. But with your creative process, I want to know how sensitive do you have to be now with
We have to
the Me
take
Too?
every type of
Yeah.
every type of woman, whether they're Asian, white, black, Latino. So we have to take every type of demographic, especially for different seasons. So in winter, we'll usually go depending on the colors, since they're all going to be in white and light colors. We're usually going to go take all the Latinos, the Arabs, the blacks, and in the summer, depending on what colors, we just go with every different demographic.
But also with the Me Too movement, you want to make women look, because when you look at your Instagram and then you look at your fashion shows, women are on parade. We see every body part.
There's
and
always
it's
going to
beautiful.
be bad behavior, accusations, every 10 years, every decade, there's going to be something going on, and in 10 years from now, if it's not a Me Too movement, it's going to be a Hug Me movement. So it's just going, there's always
It's going to be, I was on the
something
rocks
going
and
on.
I felt, and I felt violated. You guys just literally are such a dichotomy of what's happening in the business world. I want to know about social media, because social media, I hate doing social media. I wake up and I'm like, okay, because I do social media for the radio show, I do it for my personal, I also do it for Facebook, and I do it, in so many different aspects. It's such a pain in my ass because it has to look a certain way. Your fans want to subscribe to a certain way. How much has social media kind of detracted from your brand? Or has it helped your brand?
It's really helped my brand, yeah.
But Carl, you're a social media queen. You're doing it
you.
right.
I think it depends on what your vision is and what you're trying to do, like what you want to get out of life. Like for me, I don't like social media. We built this not with social media, but with engaging and interacting with people. Like that's where the brand comes alive. It's more organic and it's authentic. It's not just me trying to, hey, let me sell you a shirt or let me sell you some CBD.
Yeah.
I don't. For me, that's not what we're about. It's let me go and interact with you, and see how you like our products and everything that we're trying to do.
You can really do that through your stories. You can interact with your fans.
For me, that's just not how I'm built.
Right.
I'm not built that way. I'm more old school. Back in the day when, hey, let's just go talk about it. That's the way I'm built. In this age and this generation and the way people go and attack social media and build businesses, I'm all for that. That's just not what I do. And it's funny because you would look at our social media, like I said, you won't find nothing about me. I'll purposely do that.
Literally, because we do such great research. I have all your mugshots. That's a joke. Nobody here has a mugshot. Just kidding.
Yeah, but you'll see
really
something on
private.
our Instagram, and I'll cross lines. Like I want to invoke an emotion in you. That's what this brand does. So one day if you scroll through there, you might see a religious post.
Yes, I did see that.
And then at some point, it's going to be like, okay, what's going on here? But now I'm invoking an emotion in you.
Yes.
So if you keep scrolling, you're going to see something a little bit different, and then we'll sprinkle in stuff. But you won't find nothing about me. You'll just basically find messages about
It's all
the brand.
about the brand identity.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
And that's it. And at the end of the day, we do have stores that believe in the brand. And even though you may have some religious post or do this and that, they're like, that's okay. Because if you look at America, look at the world, everybody's different. Everybody has their own, dreams and realities, perceptions in life. Everybody has their own opinion. We're all different. It's just how we interact. So
It's very bold because religious posts set me up, like, immediately. I was raised Catholic for most of my life. So, like, you talk about God and you talk about God, which is very inspirational. But at the same time, it invokes certain things. But like you said, people incorporate with the brand. So I see the inspiration from that. Whether or not I subscribe to the God portion is very...
Yeah, I'm Christian, Episcopalian, and I go to church every Sunday.
My old stripper name used to be Christian.
Yes, it was. That was your
God
first.
Bless, yeah.
It was the Washington,
so
D.C.
I'm in the same community. Trust me.
And social media. You're very active on social media, and you've nailed it, girl.
Thank you.
Is it your team that does it? Like, how many hours?
I do it by myself.
Because you've responded. Because I posted something, I'm like, she's never going to respond, And she's like, great seeing you. I'm like, she's going through all of this. Yeah. But that's a big part of the business.
Yeah, it is. Especially in the lingerie world, influencer world, celebrity world, when you're a model, when you're doing podcasts, when you're owning all these brands, you really want to like reach out to your fans and show them the best, and show that love, especially, let them know that you're there for them. That's the most important thing. And I just signed up for this thing. It's called a Cameo.
Cameo is so great.
And I've gotten like a few requests, and it's just been really amazing, because I usually get DMs of all the videos and all the letters and love stories and everything. But Cameo's been really great. Just directly.
Are they paying for this, by the way? Are they sponsoring this app?
Cameo? No.
No, okay.
No.
You're paid basically.
I know. I'm on there too.
Oh yeah. So no, but like you can actually interact and you can send like a message to a friend.
Right.
Kayla, what I love about your Instagram is that we get to see you in your glam life, and then we get to see you like, hey, I'm here, woke up
In my
having a great
pajamas.
time. Yeah, and I love that because our fans want that. They want that interaction. I think you do a really good job.
So I keep all my posts very glamorous, and then all my stories are just me in my sweats all day running my errands.
Girl, if I looked as good as you in my sweats,
But you'll see that all in my TV shows.
I'm
so.
going to suit like to bed just in case I need to post something.
Man, you're gonna have to connect because you're gonna we're gonna have to do
Oh,
some
there's a
Instagram.
connection here. So
Yeah.
Eddie, and I know social media is a big. Yes,
Oh,
we're nearing the end of the show, but
yes.
but social media is a big part of you. But you're traveling like literally all the time, and you're
Yeah.
like on layovers, and you're like, oh, I have to post this for a fan, and all that. Doesn't that like, it just weighs?
I'm okay. I'm
Yeah?
fine. Yeah. Like I've got my like daily life in the office and I'm fine. Like the weekends are all for playtime. And here we are. I decided to take a week off, so here we are in Los Angeles. And
What is your Instagram? Can we see it?
Eddie Danger? Oh, it's just a bunch of drunk photos at this point. Nothing special. But then again, like I just like to keep things kind of cool and casual.
I just think social media is such a high pressure, and I enjoy it, but not enjoy it.
I love it.
I like
Yeah.
having family across the country. That's my
That
big
is true.
thing.
It connects, and your fans are able to say their own personal stories.
It's weird, like from Austria, from Germany,
Yeah.
and I'm traveling there, and in France. It's just great,
I just like the fact that I can go to any city in the United States and have a free drink. That's very cute.
People do love you in every city.
And I don't want to be a douche, but like it's just very nice. Like I have family. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
gets to that point.
You guys, I have like 4 pages of notes for each of you, and we barely got into anything. But for our entrepreneurs out there, you've heard, keep working hard. If you have a passion for it, that's going to set you aside from a lot of other people. We're going to do rapid fire real fast, individual, and then you guys are going to give your social media, and then we're done. Who wants to go first?
I'll go last.
Okay. Kayla Methvin,
Okay.
and my social media is at Madame Methvin. And then you can go to www.madamemethvin.com and you can buy all my lingerie there. You can also book me on Cameo. And what else? I think that's about it.
You
Yeah.
guys, her website is so sexy, no matter what team you play for.
Thank you so much.
Worst fashion trend you've fallen victim to?
Worst fashion trend I've ever done?
That you fall a victim to, that you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Mine was those Hot Topic pants.
Oh God. When I was younger, I had a nose piercing here and I had a piercing here.
Oh, I hate those weird little.
And I literally have had to go and take it off and laser it. and
Okay.
Take it. so when we had those trends back then, yeah, that was really bad.
Okay.
I had those. So
Biggest pet peeve when dealing with models on set?
when they come unshaved, unshowered, and bloated.
Girl, we're all a little bloated sometimes. Celebrity you would want to do a fashion show based around?
Charlize Theron.
That's a great answer. Worst date you've ever had?
A guy came up to me once. He took my photo and then left.
Oh.
And then he sold it.
Okay, you have to work for another fashion designer, living or dead, for the rest of your life. Who would that be?
John Charles de Casabajac, because he used my jacket in the Lady Gaga music video Telephone.
Oh, okay. All right. I love it. Oh,
Thank
God,
you.
I love you, girl.
Thank you.
Who is next?
I'll go last.
I'll take it.
Okay, Eddie Danger.
Yes.
Celebrity crush.
David Coverdale.
Who?
David Coverdale, the lead singer of Whitesnake.
Can you look that up, Kurt? Okay. Strangest fan request.
Smashing bananas into somebody's face,
that
covered
is
in
weird.
dog piss. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would the name of your reality show be?
I don't know. This total disaster. Something like that.
Okay.
Anal Ted.
Excuse me, what was that?
Anal Ted.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Song for your American Idol audition.
Stand By Me.
Okay, I want to hear a little bit of it.
Oh no, I'm not singing tonight.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
please
yes,
sing.
yes.
Oh no, I got roped into this last week.
We have
only
some reverb.
Oh no, if I don't have my guitar, I will not sing. I will not sing.
You want to do a little bit of standby?
Hello. No,
Just do a little. Okay.
No.
You can only live and perform in one city for the rest of your life because we know you've been to every city.
Yes.
Which city would that be?
San Diego.
Wow. That's where I'm going to retire.
No fucks given. I love it. Some girl I met in Phoenix, Arizona airport, she got me stoned out of my mind in San Diego, and I was the happiest man I've
I
ever
do
been.
love San Diego. Eddie
Oh.
Danger, where can our viewers and listeners find you?
At Eddie Danger, like I'm the only one, so
It literally
go
is
sort
the only
that
one.
out. Like,
So
deal
can we
with it.
find you on Pornhub?
I wouldn't because it's free. So
Okay.
go pay me on fucking Just for Fans. Like you should be. It's only $10.
So we can tune into Pornhub, everyone.
I wouldn't say that. It's,
Oh my
it's
Lord.
garbage.
This is so.
No, it's not.
Vinny, you're a private person. I made your questions kind of easier. Guilty pleasure munchies.
Oh, come on, babe.
Onion rings.
Oh.
Oh, chicken.
Okay, and chicken.
Thank
Okay.
you.
What would the name of your biography be?
Bad behavior.
Oh, I
Love that.
love that. You have to found another business. Found and create another business. What kind of business would it be?
I think I already did it.
No, but I'm saying it has to be another.
Self-starter over here.
You know what? I want to dabble into TV.
Oh, okay. We have a reality show right here, by the way. I just have to say.
There's some in the works.
Yes. Oh, okay. Hello. Keep me in mind. What advice would you give your 18-year-old self? We did 16-year-old, but 18-year-old.
Oh, 18-year-old self. Yeah, we were struggling at that point. I would tell my 18-year-old self that, no matter what comes your way, just keep pushing.
Keep pushing, you guys. What is since we're talking about lucky soul, what is the luckiest thing to happen to you?
The luckiest thing that ever happened to me, I have to say with my friend, when he got drafted to the Lakers, and he was like, we moving to LA. And coming from St. Louis, you saw LA, you saw Baywatch, you saw the stars and celebrities,
I
but
was in Baywatch.
we didn't have no beach. All we had was creeks, ponds, lakes.
I do love
So-
Baywatch, too.
What did you do at Baywatch?
Crustaceans.
So yeah, that was the luckiest thing.
All right. Jen Selena said you had to take a drink if you didn't say meeting Mosaic PR. Boop, boop.
I gotta take a drink.
Yep.
I ain't got.
Okay. Where can people buy Lucky Soul?
Well, now you can buy our water. We're on Amazon. So if you search Lucky Soul hemp water or Lucky Soul CBD, we're gonna come up. Somehow we started trending on the first page. You can also go to our website at luckysoulusa.com. We have so much stuff coming. I'm big on collaborations, so I got some very interesting ones coming up in the next month that I'm super excited about.
You guys, look for Lucky Soul. I literally have to pee so bad.
Oh, my God.
Coming up, we have fashion designer Andrew Christian. Jen Lyon from Claws is coming on. Singer Debbie Holiday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, all the fathers who have to be mothers, and all the people that have lost their mothers. Stay tuned. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes!
Thank you.
This has been On the Rocks with Alexander, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Universal Broadcasting Network. Find me on Facebook on The Rocks Radio Show. Tweet me or Instagram me at On The Rocks On Air. See you next Tuesday!